Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live broadcast of Farmers Baseball. This is the first live stream of the 2025 season. Your Farmers are playing tonight against the visiting Caddo Mills Foxes. I'm joined tonight by Mike Anderson.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to be here. I've done a lot of football games. First time I've done a baseball broadcast, so looking forward to sitting up here with you tonight.
Get a little music going for the boys out there. We'll do something a little pick-me-up. Farmers been struggling a little bit this year. They're 2-4 in district, 0-2 against Caddo. This will be the third and final game. This year, Mike, they're doing something a little different than what we've normally seen in years past. It's a 15-game district, 3 per town that we're playing. I don't know the reasoning behind it. Normally it's a 10-game district. You know, we play each team 5 times. Or, excuse me, each team two times. So, yeah, not sure what that one's going. I know that the redistricting this year, we've got Wills Point and Quinlan in our district this year, followed by Sunnyvale, Caddo Mills, and Community. Mason Irwin's going to be on the bump tonight for the Farmers. Carlo Venegas behind the home dish. Kate Ellis at third, Paxton Graves at short, Sebastian Redwine at second. Mason Day at first base. Reese Tuck in right, Jahir Venegas in center, and Garrett McNeese in left. We are approaching first pitch as number 3 leadoff for Caddo's Wade Bowen.
Mason will work quick.
First pitch in there for a strike as he pulled back the bunt. 0-1. Swing and a miss, brings the count quickly to 0-2. Mason Irwin's been one of our top pitchers this season. Been a go-to for Coach Norden the past couple years. Senior on the mound. We've got a few on the field tonight. Just out the top of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bowen. Hit sharply to Kate Ellis off his glove. Graves makes a play.
Ooh. Very close.
Man.
That was a tough play. Opportunity for Cade there at third. Pax makes a great play at short, deep in the hole. That's a long throw to make.
That was a long throw.
I don't think if that's perfect, I don't think that gets there, but that's a great play.
And I'll give credit to Bowen. He's quick, man.
Yeah.
We saw that the last couple times. But
leadoff hitter, a lot of speed.
A lot of speed. Next up, number 4, Tyler Wilson, shortstop. He had a pretty good little outing here last time. First pitch in there to him, looking for strike 1. He went 4 for 4 against us last time. Pretty good all-around baseball player. Lot of discord between these two teams.
Setting up outside, gets it. He lays off.
Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike on Wilson. As Tyler steps out for a moment. Ball back in play, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner goes, fouled straight back to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner will go back to first. One ball, 2 strikes, runner on first. Payoff pitch. Fouled sharply to the left side. Count remains 1-2. Great pitch there, just misses outside according to the umpire. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes on that breaking pitch. Wind blowing in slightly from the right field. I don't think we've had a game this year that hasn't had some type of wind. Hit sharply to the left side.
Oh, good play by Cade right there.
Oh, he's gonna
call him safe. Good speed right there. That's speed from first base.
That's the second
beating
time.
That time out. Right, so Cade makes a great play, gets to play to first base,
and I knew
gets
it.
to play to second. He just runs it out.
Norton's going to take a quick moment, go out there and talk to the infield umpire. I mean, it was a force out. It was bang bang.
It's bang bang. I can't tell you any different. But
and I know that he's right on top of it, but that's a second bang bang.
Yep.
You know, he wanted to stay out at the first plate or the first base play just a moment ago, and then go save. did the exact same motion here. So I don't know if it's just indecisiveness. Now, I don't know if he's going to come to get the home plate umpire's opinion.
I don't think he'll overrule
can't
that.
From 125 feet?
No, he's got the close play.
He does, and that's, in a sense, a judgment call there. I mean, it was bang, bang, like I said. I mean, it's a force no matter how – if he got there, in a sense, we'll say he got there late on the break. But if the foot's on the bag and the ball's in the glove, I mean, then that is a force out. But, again, it goes back to bang, bang. I don't know why he would even think about calling him out if he didn't have an inclination that he thought he was out. So, actually a pretty decent conversation between the two umpires.
They are. I'm curious as to what they're talking about.
Conversation. Because most of the time,
I don't know what they're talking about.
Most of the time, the umpire is going to do that out of respect for the coach because he asked for it. But this has gone. Okay, he is safe. But that is probably one of the most lengthy conversations I've seen.
I'm surprised about that.
And he's going to give an explanation back to Coach Norton there after the home plate meeting. So after two batters. Those are going to go down as two errors. We've got runners on first and second, no outs. Brings up number 8, the third baseman, Talon McIntosh. Unfortunately, both of those are going to go down. I don't.
I'm not the official scorer. That's a hit to me.
On a fielder's choice, yeah.
Because Cade makes a clean play, throws to second, and the guy beats the run out. Clean catch, runs it, runs the ball.
You're right.
I think that's a hit.
Yeah. We're back in action. Runners first and second. No outs. Brings up the 3 spot for Caddo. Graves back and forth behind Bowen at second, keeping him honest. Shows bunt. Pops that one foul down the first base side for strike 1. Caddo really trying to be aggressive here, give up an out to move those runners into scoring position. They've bunted a few times in the last 2 games against us, and they're not afraid to do it in a situation. They did a suicide squeeze the other night after the light delay that we had Tuesday. Went back and finished up Wednesday evening, a couple innings. Here's the 0-1 pitch to McIntosh. Break a pitch just high out of the zone, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Beautiful turf field this year if you haven't had a chance to take a look at it.
Oh, yeah. You got to get out here.
Man, FISD did a great job with this. And he showed bunt again and tried to pull back, and that breaking pitch bounced right off the bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think he might have pulled his bat back a little slow.
Yeah, I think he did.
Because that pitch,
and
obviously
get out of the way.
Yeah, Mason being a lefty, that pitch is going to break inwards to a right-handed batter.
Hitting in on him.
And he did not pull it out quick enough. 1-2 pitch on the way. Skies that one to shortstop. Infield fly is in effect.
Right here. Yep.
Easy out for number 7 there. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Next up, number 6, Colton Ponton. Quick pitch back to second. Sebastian Redwine there for the ball, just a little high. Bowen back in safely.
Yeah, a lot of speed on the bags right now. They're
Wilson's not slow at first by any means. I mean,
no, making sure they keep them in check right there.
With this turf, that ball moves and hit. And what's the word I'm looking for? Scoots across that turf a lot quicker than regular grass.
Sure.
Break a pitch far outside, as Venegas is able to trap it. 1 ball, no strikes. Everyone's set. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner.
Sad. Looks like a great pitch and called strike. Yep, right on the corner.
you and I are sitting dead center behind home plate. I mean, we've got the elevated look.
Good look at it right here.
If anybody ever wants to ask me, are those pitches in or out, you shoot me a text. You come up here and open this door. I mean, we are right on it, elevated, so I may be a little more harsh and more direct for these umpires. Sometimes I'm a little more vocal. Good thing we weren't broadcasting a couple weeks ago. Breaking pitch just missed. Didn't catch that corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners on first and second. 1 out here in the top of the first.
Yeah, sometimes from here we can't see the elevation quite as good. Certainly can see the in and out.
Oh, for sure. And, you can definitely see the catchers really trying to get those strikes. And sometimes the umpires will give it to them. Runners go on the pitch. Grounder hit the shortstop.
Easy hopper to pass.
Braves going to get that out.
Yep.
Runners do advance second and third.
Number 1, Bobby Barrow.
2 outs. Brings up the pitcher number 1, Bobby Barrow. He pitched against us right before spring break in our first district game. Farmers, unfortunately, fell in that game. Just couldn't get anything going. There's a lot of banter between these two teams. We've definitely had their number the last few years. I know that they've been aiming for us. We lost a lot of depth last year. Got a few seniors on the team. That first pitch in there looking, strike 1 to Barrow.
Another one.
Fastball across the belt. Quickly no balls, 2 strikes. The talking has already started.
Oh, yeah.
Inside pitch fouled sharply to the left field side.
Yep, good pitch in on the hands right there by Mace.
And that's one thing I was talking to Norton before the game. We've got to get around. We've got to pitch around him. He aggressively went after that inside pitch. Same thing with the third baseman that Caddo has. Mm-hmm. He cannot lay off the inside pitch. We noticed that the last 2 games.
Yep. Bust him in.
So you take note of those. You go back and you work with your pitchers, and you work that into your game plan. And, those can benefit you. You pitch inside to that, and he can't lay off of it, man. It's almost like he's just gritting his teeth to hit it. And, we're talking inside. I'm talking a ball or 2 off the plate inside.
Inside, yep.
I'm not talking over inside the corners.
Over his toes.
Correct.
Talking about. Yeah. It's up and out.
After a couple foul balls, that pitch misses high and away. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Barrow. 2s across the board out there. 2 runners on, second and third. 2 outs. Here's a 2-2 pitch.
Could finish it.
Great job by Graves, as that's going to be 3rd out. He made all 3 outs this inning, 2 pop-ups and a ground out. So 2 runners left on here in the top of the first. Puts up a 0. We'll be back here in just a moment for the bottom half of the first. Stay tuned. And we are back. Leading off here in the bottom half of the first, number 15, Jahir Venegas, center field.
Yeah, exciting leadoff hitter right here. A lot of extra base hits out of that leadoff spot. So it's been exciting to watch him.
We're anxious to have him back, possibly first pitch swinging. Great diving play by the third baseman. Great hustle play right there. First pitch swinging right out of the gate. That is the momentum that we needed, especially leaving two runners stranded on Caddo in the top of the first. Great job there by Jahir Venegas.
Oh, you bet. Yeah, it was a great stop by the third baseman. Comes up, can't get a throw all the way to first, puts a one hopper in there and just can't make the play. Good hustle play right there.
So I've got a few things going tonight. You just said that, and I forgot Mason Irwin's walk-up song. So I've got the scoreboard. I got the broadcast.
Fishing in the dark right there. I know what it is.
Man. First pitch liner back up to center field.
Wait, Mace.
So the obviously you've heard, but these seniors they get to pick out. They get to pick out the walk-up song for the freshman, and he happened to be a freshman on varsity this year.
Yeah,
that was Lady Marmalade.
I hate that
Marmalade. I do too. Well, 2 pitches, 2 swings, 2 singles. We've got runners on first and second, and thankfully that throw was wide from Barrow to second. Jahir had a pretty good lead. Might have been picked if that ball was on the bag. Another good bat for Farmers in the box this year. Freshman number 4, Sebastian Redwine. Good speed on the bases.
Yeah, I think Coach Norton's done a good job of getting guys up at the very top of the order that put the ball in play on a regular basis. Jahir, Mason, Sebastian have done that. So that's
what you want.
I like to see that, right? You got to get guys that can hit the ball, move guys around. You got an opportunity right here now in the first inning to go and put some runs on the board.
First pitch actually to Redwine is away and in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. An aggressive lead by Venegas at second. In on the corners for Caddo. Trying to create a force out anywhere here. Redwine's going to lay that bunt down. Should move the runners up accordingly.
Yep, perfect sack.
And nobody's at first.
He's not going to play.
Great job by the freshman.
Number 13, the catcher, Carlo Venegas.
Hey, he did his job perfect right there. Lay down a sacrifice bunt. And when you have a team that and they don't play the ball right, now you have an opportunity to get a guy on base safely. Now you got bases loaded. You don't have to use a sacrifice. No outs right there. You got bases loaded.
Absolutely. I mean, this is big for the Farmers. This is big momentum.
Good execution right there.
Great execution by the bunt. First baseman just completely went foul. The second baseman was 40 feet away, and Barrow fielded it cleanly to get an out. I even said that should be an out, and I look up, and he didn't throw it. There's nobody there. So, again, just what killed us over there at the first inning Tuesday night is errors, simple mental baseball mistakes, that right there.
Yep.
So now you're bases loaded, no outs, and Carlo's been hot hitting this year. First pitch in there swinging.
Like we talked about before, he's one of those guys that does a good job of putting the ball in play.
You know, we talked about that. You know, I was getting a stat from Jennifer Irwin. She does our Game Changer. Mm-hmm. We have over 45 looking strike 3 outs this year. And that's unheard of. You know, you've got a bat. You've got an opportunity, just like we saw. I mean, Jahir, a few pitches ago, first pitch swing and boom, hits a hard liner to third base. He made a great stab, but he had to rush that throw, and it was in the dirt. So, again, put the ball in play. Let them make the mistakes.
Yep. Force them to make the plays.
Venegas couldn't lay off the high fastball there.
Number 7, shortstop, Paxton Graves.
Next up, number 7, Paxton Graves. He had 3 opportunities last top half of the inning to make the outs. Let's see if he can get an opportunity to get some runs in here.
Yes, big opportunity for the Farmers right here. Right, you got bases loaded, 1 out. You've got a senior at the plate. Big chance right here to get a good play and get a couple of runs in.
First pitch in there, looking strike one. Graves being one of the ones that struggle looking at strike three. I guess I can give that shout out because I'm his dad.
You can say that, yeah.
And we've seen when a lot of these guys, when they barrel up the ball,
there's not a better player on the team that can barrel up the ball. Him and Jace, there's a couple of those guys. Garrett, when they really barrel one up, can stroke it.
We've seen it.
Just gotta get confident to swing the bat in the zone.
Cantu setting outside out there, trying to get Graves a chase. That fastball misses high out of the zone, brings the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here. Base is still loaded in the bottom half of the first. 1-2 pitch from Barrow. Fastball misses out. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Graves. Jace Fagan on deck for the Farmers. In the DH spot tonight. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Got it.
Strike 3. Going to bring up Jace Fagan.
Number 6, designated hitter, Jace Fagan.
So just like that, with 3 hits, bases loaded, 2 back-to-back strikeouts for the Foxes. Don't want to see runners stranded in this situation.
No, I'll tell you, that's been a struggle all district so far this year.
First pitch swinging there is going to sky that one to second base. Caddo has an opportunity to get out of trouble here, and they do.
We have struggled with runners in scoring position.
So just like that,
district long.
After 1, 0-0. We'll be back here in just a moment for the top half of the second. Stay tuned. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the top half of the second of your Farmers Baseball. Number 9, Jayton Mulkey for the Fox is going to lead off here. 0-0 after 1 from both teams. First pitch in. Fastball catches a corner, strike 1. Mason Irwin is usually pretty good percentage-wise if he gets that first pitch strike. Being that lefty, he comes back in with that breaking fastball, and that one just chops foul to the left side. Brings the count 0-2. You jump ahead there, Mike. You can really you can go through your pitch arsenal in your selection and say, hey, what do I want to throw right now?
Right. Oh, no doubt.
And he comes back in with an inside fastball. But he's got a lot of break to his pitches, so, something that may start out 10 inches out may come back in and catch that corner, and they're
certainly can, yeah.
They're looking at it from his release point, like that pitch right there. Just obviously the fastball missed, but that didn't break. But if you start a pitch out there and bring it in, get them backdoor looking.
Right there.
Reese Tuck makes a smart play out there as Mulkey lines that to the right side on a one hopper. He played back, able to keep that in front, because if that rolls to the fence, Mulkey's getting a stand-up triple, no problem. Next up, number 19, the first baseman, Westmoreland for the Foxes. A little throwback over to first to keep Mulkey honest. Pitch on the way.
Got him.
Inside, catches him on the top of that back foot. Going to put runners at first and second. Going to bring up number 22, Cantu, the catcher for Caddo Mills. He's apparently a Finding Nemo fan, if you guys can pay attention from the camera view.
Recognize the shoes.
Recognize the shoes. He's got Nemo and Dora. It was never a movie I got into. I don't know if it's just, kind of a weird age for my kids. I don't know.
Hey, whatever works, man.
Yeah. My two, which are a senior this year and a freshman in college, theirs was Madagascar.
Showing bunt.
He did show, but that ball is off of Venegas' glove to the backstop, moving runners up second
I
to
thought
third.
At first
which
it might have been off the tip of his bat, but apparently not. Just off the glove of Carlo.
Venegas. So in that situation, that's kind of unfortunate because
he just did what he wanted to do.
Correct, without having to give up an out. So runners in scoring position there on that missed ball. That breaking pitch in there, like I said, that's the one I was talking about. Starts out and works in. It looks outside to the batter, and then by the time it gets there, it's too late. Skies out into left field. That's going to be foul.
Not going to be able to get there. Yep. 1
ball, 2 strikes on Cantu. That 7:15, 7:30 sun is beaming to the left
brutal.
side.
Yeah, it's brutal. All those guys on the left side.
We've had cloudy and rain Wednesday, all day yesterday, and
all morning.
Literally up until 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
The JV game and up until in and out, it was cloudy and overcast.
Yeah, they got some brutal sun to work with right now.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss.
Pitch right there.
Great job on the off speed from Irwin as he gets the strikeout there. Number 11, the DH, Evan English. He's DH'd tonight for the left fielder, Chase. We will have a courtesy runner for Westmoreland. Oh, yeah, he's pinch runner. I don't know why I thought that was.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a pinch runner.
Yeah, it is.
But they do have a pretty deep sub-roster
they're pretty
right there.
Deep there.
Didn't get a number on that kid yet.
Number 7 on the pinch coming in.
Is it
Caleb Johnson?
Yeah. Yep.
First pitch rocketed over to the Caddo Mills dugout for strike 1. Runners remain at second and third, 1 out. Irwin gets his sign from Venegas and is set. Pitch is on the way. Behind on the fastball again. Fouls to the bullpen. Quickly 0-2. I would, like I said, 0-2. I would expect an off speed of some sort because
he's a breaking ball busting his hands right here. Not sure where that hit. Not seeing it from here. I can't tell what happened.
It either hit off of.
I don't know if it hit off
his
foot, or it had to hit off his foot, Carlo's foot.
Because it may. I heard a distinct.
It hit something.
Thud.
Just couldn't tell from here. Yeah, I don't think it was that low. Right, off the foot maybe. Not sure.
Fastball outside. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. That breaking pitch doesn't break quite enough. Started out now a little
leaving it
wide.
out there a little far.
If you guys are tuning in at home, it's a great-looking camera view tonight that Mr. G and his crew have got set up. Got a couple new cameras this year. Just a great program at the school. It's actually a class that these kids take, because that's where the world's going is audio, video, streaming, A little flare to right field. Tuck's going to come in for a diving catch. Great job by Reese Tuck to save a run. Because third base runner, he was coming, and he's, man, I'm kind of lost. What a great play by the 102-pound Reese Tuck.
Little Reese Tuck.
Little Reese. If he's not getting hit at the plate, he's just making plays, whether he's at second base, right field.
Yep.
Man, just a good little ball player. Doesn't say a word.
Oh, no.
Doesn't say a word.
I coached this kid for years. Yes. He is a monster. He's a monster in a little bitty body.
Correct, yeah. Big things come in small packages.
Yep.
Back to the top of the lineup here for the Foxes, number 3, Bowen. Fastball up and away. Evens account 1 ball, 1 strike. Bowen's first time up tonight. Had an error off the third base side. That breaking pitch from Irwin just set right in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner with a conservative lead at third. Irwin with a quick check. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Bowen fouls that one straight back over the top of us. Count remains 1-2.
Sounds like I got a car back there.
As long as it didn't get that black F-350.
It didn't get my car. I parked a long way away.
Count remains 1-2. Here's a payoff pitch. And Bowen throws his hands at it, and that ball's about 10 inches outside. We're going to stay at 1-2.
That's a great job. Great job of just fouling that ball off and getting another pitch.
Well, and like I said, I'll give credit to Caddo. They swing the bat, man.
Mm-hmm.
If we can emulate anything from them, that would be the only thing, is them swinging the bat. Another foul straight back there. He's picking up on those fastballs, whether they're outside, up. Obviously there's not a lot to catch from a fastball other than the speed, but I think you come back with that off speed. And there it is, and he's set on it. Bowen's going to try 2. And his speed, we talked about it early.
Opportunity there, just throw not on target to Sebastian. He gets a double.
If anybody else hits that, McNeese made a great job getting it there, got it, threw it in, Pax let the ball go. I don't think anybody else gets there. I mean, he's pretty quick speed-wise.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 4, Wilson. We contemplated whether that was an error hit, and we gave him a hit last time because it was a fielder's choice, and Bowen beat it out at second, he beat it out at first. First pitch swing and skies that one back right over the top of us. Great job by Venegas keeping that ball in front. Brings the count 2 balls, no strikes on Wilson. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike on that.
Oh, that's a good pitch right there.
Great pitch. That one started middle and worked in. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Wilson. Bowen's at second base off of that double, 2 outs. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swinging and a miss.
Great pitch.
Great job by Irwin to work through that. Well, after 1.5, they were able to score 2. 1 left on. We'll be back here in just a moment for the bottom half of the second. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to the bottom half of the second. Mason Day leading off for your Farmers. Here's first pitch from Barrow. He skies that one straight up to the catcher. Cantu's going to make a move, and that is a quick out for your Farmers. That's going to bring up number 22, Garrett McNeese.
Left fielder, Garrett McNeese.
So he missed the team dinner when we picked out songs. So they picked out one for him, and I only beat him up one time. So he didn't get a play. He didn't get a walk-up song tonight because I haven't had anything else.
He's going to get a hit right there.
And he's going to get on the base there. Going to bring up Cade Ellis, third baseman.
Yeah, I like Garrett McNeese. He's a good kid.
Man,
quiet kid.
If I could
built
get
like
him,
a tree trunk. Man.
I'm telling you, if I could get him on a ball, man, with his power and his, like you said, tree trunk legs.
Ooh, boy, he
man,
can hit a ball.
He can, and when he does
and he's
connect.
he's not afraid to swing the bat.
No, I'll give him credit on that. I just wish I had more connection on him. Fastball high, out of the zone to Ellis. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out with a runner on first. Oh,
Tough pitch
a little
right
bit
there.
of a delayed call there. Yeah, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice little crowd out here tonight for the Friday night third game matchup of this district series. Here's a one. I thought it was about to be a 1-1 pitch. He made a quick throw over there to keep McNeese honest. Barrow set. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses
it up. Good eye right there.
That was that same first pitch that he had, just missed out of the zone. Brings the count 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ellis. 1 out here with McNeese on first. Cantu tried to bring that one back down in the zone, just couldn't do it. 3 balls, 1 strike on Ellis.
He's zoning in on his pitch right here.
Misses out of the zone.
From here, must have been just a little bit up.
Yeah, I think so.
Number 15, the center fielder, Jahir.
Back to the top of the lineup for your Farmers. Jahir Venegas. First pitch swinging, if you remember. Which is what we like to see.
Yep. He is not one to wait deep in the count. He will go to work.
Trying to work these kids' walk-up songs in here. What do you know? We barely had music in between innings when I played.
Yeah.
Just a matter of none of our speakers are going to work.
Well,
They've got top-notch.
That was a few decades ago, bro.
Not quite a few. It was a couple. I'm not to 30 yet.
I'm older than you, man.
Oh, okay. Well, speak for yourself.
I'm older than you.
Breaking pitch falls outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Venegas. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Here in the bottom half of the second. Mason Irwin on deck for the Farmers.
Good eye.
Fastball misses up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Quickly to Venegas.
I think it's going to be important this inning for them to work him, make him throw some balls, make him get high up
his
in
pitch
his pitch count. Yeah, going to have to.
Yeah, only
not let him just work through.
Throwing 13 pitches the first inning.
Yeah, that's not gonna be effective.
Through 2, Irwin's throwing 53. I mean, that's nowhere where he usually pitches.
Right.
Big swing and a miss on that fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, 53 should be halfway through a game. Just not there yet.
Not 2 innings. So, but he could very well may come out next inning and throw 6 pitches and get,
Sure.
So and I get that it's averages, but you don't want him to throw 25 pitches 2 innings in a row. This guy's out with the left field. Easy can of corn out there for the left fielder. Out number 2. Going to bring up Mason Irwin. I got the fishing in the dark going. If anybody needs fishing tips, lures, guide services, Mason Irwin is your guy.
He is the man.
I think he only stays in school so he can play baseball. Runners remain at first and second, 2 outs. Barrow finally gets a sign from Cantu and comes set. Waiting for Irwin to call time. That's a long stare down at second. Fastball misses low and outside. Ball 1. I'm surprised Irwin stood there that long.
Yeah, I am too.
You know, what's the old, a friend of mine taught me when I was bow hunting, think long, think wrong.
Yes.
It's almost like the more you.
If you stand there and look at it.
You know, it kind of gets you out of your sync, out of your rhythm.
Yep. Doing it again.
That time it worked in his favor. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, he's sitting in there a while.
That was a good 10-second stare down, man.
Mm-hmm. And he's doing that. Has nothing to do with the batter, or has nothing to do with the. He almost threw it in his face.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the runner at second base. That's all about his gamesmanship with the batter.
It is, and
it works, right?
I'm wondering if I didn't see a motion from Irwin, or if he said anything. Normally he puts up his left hand when the umpire said it. I guess he just got tired of squatting. I don't know.
Yep. He certainly could have called it just verbally.
Sure.
And we couldn't hear it.
We did get confirmation that Mason Irwin did say it. Like I said, I didn't see a hand motion, so that's why, obviously, with my headset on, I can't hear anything. Fastball misses up, out of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Mason's not exactly a loud talker.
No, he's not. He's not. He probably didn't get in trouble at school for talking in class.
No.
Or just did it so quietly nobody caught him. And that's the same pitch that he got as a strike a while ago. That breaking pitch comes in on that backdoor corner. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Come on, Mace.
Barrow set. Another long pause. Which that to me is not his normal routine.
I'm calling time right there. I'm calling time.
Irwin finally called time. Yeah, he put his hand up real quick. I'm not waiting that long.
And me either.
Throw the ball. You got to throw the ball for him to swing the bat.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship going on right there between the pitcher and batter. Mostly he's making him sit and wait. He's going to come right at him. I suspect right here. Yep. You're going to get no delay.
Well, that ball misses up and away, brings the count full. 2 outs, runners on first and second. On Barrow's throw home, runners should be going on the pitch with that full count 2-out situation. He's going to kick it back over there and get McNeese to go back to second. Sebastian Redwine on deck for the Farmers.
Yep, make sure he's going home.
As a batter, I'm going to keep calling time. Line drive to shortstop for the 3rd out of the inning.
Just flared it right out there. Couldn't get it over his head.
No runs, 2 runners left on. We'll be back here in just a moment as the Foxes lead 2-0 after 2 complete. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top half of the third. Leading off for the Foxes, number 8, McIntosh. First pitch fastball catches the outside corner. Strike one from Irwin. Softly hit ground ball to Sebastian Redwine at second. Should be an easy play, and it is for out number 1.
Yeah, that's a great start right there. Mason attacking the strike zone.
Sure.
Getting the ground ball. Trying to, we talked about his pitch count being up a little bit. He needs to keep that down. Couple pitches getting out right there. That's a good start to the inning.
Colton Ponton popped out to shortstop his first time up this night, and he's going to take that first pitch in the thigh for hit by pitch.
No, Mason's not happy with that. That's not what he wanted.
No.
Number 1, Bobby Barrow.
Pitcher Bobby Barrow, number 1 for the Foxes.
Yeah.
He grounded out to shortstop for the third out of that first inning.
I think we're going to see a delayed pitch right here.
Either that or he's already hit one batter. You don't want to give up another one.
You can't do it again.
Line shot to center.
Venegas.
He's going to have almost had an opportunity to double up.
Outstanding play right there.
That's 2 outstanding plays tonight by our outfield. Diving catch by Tuck earlier in the game, and that diving catch right there, sliding catch.
Yeah, no doubt. Good speed out there in the outfield.
Absolutely.
With those guys. And you don't even have Mason Irwin playing out there filling up that outfield too. So they've got a lot of speed and defensive ability in the outfield, and they're showing it tonight.
Number 9, Mulkey, hit a single to the right side. That's the one where Tuck backed up and took the one bounce. His first time up tonight. Pitch in there for a strike. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first, 2 outs. Breaking pitch.
Looked good.
Great job by Irwin. Started that one out, worked it in. Brings the count 1 ball, 2 strikes quickly on Mulkey. And he did.
Yes, he did.
For out number 3. So that's
the inning he needed.
So let's say we get a pitch count on that. What was I saying last time? We were talking about the depth of pitches that he went. And we had 53 pitches in 2 innings. We just said, man, he can come back out here that next inning and get a bang, bang, bang. Yep. And through 8 pitches, got 3 outs, through 4 batters because we had a runner on first. So, I mean, just a great job. That's what we need. We need those 8, 10, and 12 pitch innings, not 25 and 28.
Yeah, that's the way he's going to be able to go deep in this game.
Yeah.
And stay in there. Yep, that was an awesome job. He hit the strike zone, pounded it early, made him swing the bat, and got plays.
Put up another egg there in the top of the third for the Foxes. We'll be back here in just a moment for the bottom half of the third, see if your Farmers can get the bats going. Stay tuned. We are back. Leading off here in the bottom half of the third. Number 4, Sebastian Redwine. Not too much stuff going on up here.
Yep, another one of those guys that does a good job putting the ball in play. Need something to squeak through the infield right here and get a runner. Need base runners.
That fastball catches the inside corner for strike one on Redwine. Fastball shot over to the parking lot. Hopefully it caught one of the green vehicles. I'll let you determine what I mean by that, whether it's a green car or a green truck or something else. Quickly falls behind 0-2 here. Barrow with the slow delivery. Ground ball hit right back up to the mound. Johnson with an easy play over to first for out number one. Next up, Carlo Vanegas.
13, catcher Carlo Vanegas.
I don't know if the crowd at home can hear the player-selected walk-up songs. We did have to go through and crop quite a few of them because some of these song selections that they picked are not of the most appropriate nature. Nobody picked out any George Strait or, Keith Whitley or Randy Travis. It was all stuff that I can't pronounce or shouldn't pronounce. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. But his was his is of the Hispanic music origin. Reminds me of being at Rivera's with fajitas and a margarita. Him and his brother. They told me what it is. I said, you're going to have to write that down. I don't know what that song is. Quick 3 pitches to Vanegas.
So what all the boys told me is you were picking their songs.
Wrong.
They said Nelson's picking all the songs.
You would have a lot better selection of music on those speakers. You know that. 3-0 pitch misses high, ball 4. That's rare from Barrow for a 4-pitch walk. Going to bring up Paxton Graves, who struck out his last time up.
Number 7, the shortstop, Paxton Graves.
Courtesy runner Maccabee is going to come in for the catcher Vanegas. Maccabee on first, takes off for second. There's a throw from Cantu.
Got him.
Got him by quite a bit.
Yep, he got him. That was
out number
that
2.
was pretty clear. You can't argue that one. Didn't see the jump. Couldn't have been a great jump right there. Levi's got some pretty good speed right there on a high throw like that. Typically you're in. So I think he probably just didn't get a good jump right there and maybe should have held up, but good play made by the Foxes right there. And that's tough in this game where you're struggling. You want to get base runners on. You want to get something started.
Especially being a home game, especially being the 2 games that, we've already had handled. Fastball swing and a miss there by Graves. 2 balls, 1 strike. Barrow apparently already set. Umpire's got his hand up for time. Just not sure if he's not seeing it. Another swing and a miss. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Graves. Two-two pitch.
Stay on
outside.
The field. Stay on the field.
Definitely outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
They were running off a little early.
Yeah,
right
I saw Wilson out there at shortstop. 3-2 pitch. Skies that one back behind us. Fight to live another day. Full count, 2 outs. Here's a payoff pitch to Graves. Going to be a ball 4. Chase Fagan next up for the Farmers.
I know you picked this one.
No, I did not. Well, I mean, what's surprising is that some of these kids know this song. This is Bone Thugs and Harmony from like circa 1991 while their parents were still in high school.
Easy. You're talking about us.
You're not one to get your feelings hurt too easy, so you're good.
No.
You know why? Because we grew up in the 90s. That's why.
Yes, exactly. We developed thick skin back then.
Jace Fagan's in the box. Barrow takes a quick look over to Graves at first after he drew the walk. Fastball up out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. One old pitch. Fastball must have caught the bottom of the zone. Looked a little low from our angle.
Down low, down the middle.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Jay's certainly been one that's been swinging the bat this year and has barreled up a few. So be nice to see one of those right here.
Yeah. Graves with decent speed.
Tick behind that one.
Outside fastball chased it. Brings the count 1 ball, 2 strikes on Fagan. The little banter out there can kind of get annoying sometimes. If you hear the crowd mic. You hear the crowd mic.
When
he's done it to the batter side.
He goes to the batter side out behind him every single time, and that's
not sure the reasoning why you throw to the batter side. I mean, he did it twice to Mason Irwin, threw it behind him. I mean, you can still throw it down the zone. I've seen pitchers do it all the time. You can still throw it down the zone. I understand not stopping your wind-up, your motion. I get that. But you could still just throw it right down the pipe.
But that ball is thrown with pretty good velocity.
Yeah, and intent. Again, this goes back to –
it's message.
I mean, he definitely doesn't want to make contact while he's standing outside the box, but he can stand wherever he wants to. Cantu try to bring that one in from 8 inches outside. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good camera view tonight from the stands. We've got a couple set up on each side of the stands, couple up in the press box. I'm waiting for Dr. Gomez to get me a mounted camera out in the there it goes. There's the banter. So after 3 complete, Fox will still lead 2-0. We'll be back here in just a moment. Stay tuned. And we are back here in the top of the 4th. Your Caddo Foxes lead 2-0. Brings up number 19, Westmoreland. He was hit by a pitch in the foot.
19, Luke Westmoreland.
First time up tonight. Irwin set up on the third base side of the rubber. For that reason, he throws that inside pitch. One hopper over to Ellis. Should be an easy play across the diamond, and it is. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that's what we need to see.
22, Caesar, Cantu.
Next up, number 22, the catcher, Cantu for the Foxes. He struck out in his first time up tonight. That's a beautiful pitch, man, and he is on with that pitch tonight. They either poke it to right, which we've seen a couple times, they look at it, or they swing and miss it. Two chopper over to Graves. A little flick of the flame for out number 2.
That's exactly what
3
we're looking
pitches
for right here.
2 outs. And I'm going to say this, that's what I love about baseball. You see, we've played doubleheaders before growing up. We've seen them on TV. You can win 2-10 and turn around and lose 6-4. It's almost like that old phrase, in football, any given Sunday. Fastball to number 11, right on the corner, strike 1. Little one-hopper
Clear out
hard.
there. Sebastian's got it.
Great job.
Great inning right there.
So 5 pitches?
6. 5 pitches.
5 pitches. That's even better than the 8-pitch inning.
Now he's getting back in his in his average where he ought to be right there. That's great. Great job right there.
I'm going to turn this down before I start singing a little Stony LaRue. We'll be back here in just a moment. And we are back here in the bottom half of the 4th as Mason Irwin, through a 5-pitch inning, 3 up, 3 down, is going to bring up Mason Day for your Farmers, leading off.
Yeah, like we were talking about, that's 13 pitches from Mason Irwin right there over the last 2 innings.
2 innings.
That's gonna really help him be able to go deep into this game right here.
Popped out his last time up tonight.
Yeah, I believe that was a first pitch swing, so you can see a couple pitches here.
Fastball down in the dirt, 4-1. McNeese on deck. Mason Day is going to take his time, and I don't mind it. Cantu tried to bring that breaking ball 14 inches back into the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. As Barrow winds up, delivers. Fastball down the middle, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Breaking pitch got him.
Yeah.
Great
pulling
pitch
off that
started.
a little bit. Yep.
Went middle out.
Yep.
Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Garrett McNeese on deck for your Farmers. There it was. Fastball on the outside corner. It doesn't get any clearer than that. Garrett McNeese up for his 2nd time this season. This evening, not this season, excuse me. This evening, he got hit by a pitch. His first time up. Just a big ball player around. Doesn't play football, doesn't like football.
No.
sure you guys can hear our number one Farmer fan down here on the Farmer mic, Mr. Matthew Wilson. Just hollered out that number 22 is his favorite hitter. Well, hopefully something rings true from that. As that fastball just kind of dies in there. He falls quickly behind 0-2.
There is not a hitter that takes a bigger hack than Garrett. Yeah, I'd love to see that too. He is not afraid to swing the bat.
Hopefully Paxton Graves doesn't go back and rewatch the airing, because him and Mr. Matthew have got a pretty tight bond.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Misses just out of the top of the zone.
Have his feelings hurt.
Yeah. It's hard for me to lay off that pitch right there. Wanting to hit, wanting to get out of a slump. Such a delayed call. I don't know what.
That's a good pitch right there.
Yeah, it was.
That's a tough one, because that's a great pitch. That's a tough pitch to hit. If he does swing, he hit the edge. That's just it's a good job. Good pitcher, good job. Got to tip your hat there.
Yeah, it was close enough to swing.
Mm-hmm.
Kate Ellis kind of halfway thinks about swinging at that
ball a little bit up, but
fastball gets behind him. Falls behind quickly, 0-1. 2 outs, no runners on here in the bottom half of the fourth. Fastball down and away in the dirt, evens the count.
Watch that.
1-1.
Cade walked his first time up. Got on base earlier, if I'm not mistaken. He's not going to let him.
Funny guy out there with the animated jokes.
Yeah.
As Ellis calls time, he pump faked like he was going to throw. And he's going to come right back there and throw you one for you to hit. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cade doesn't get out of the box. He's staying in there ready to go. And he's going to set up outside, going to get it outside.
Yeah,
Cade lets it go.
Cantu was set up well outside, just trying to get him to chase.
Yeah, 1.5 foot outside right there.
Barrow set, delivers a 2-2 pitch. And there it is.
That's a tough one right there. He threw it right on the black.
He did.
And it's a good pitch. Maybe it's an inch off. But
but when
he's set up out there, and you're throwing where you're supposed to, I can't argue that call right there.
Yeah. After 4 complete, they still lead 2-0. We'll be back here in just a moment for the top half of the 5th. Stay tuned. Welcome back here.
Yeah, back to the top of the order right here for the Foxes.
We got a little coach and umpire discussion. Doesn't look like Caddo's coach is happy about something, but we've been pretty cordial the last 3 games. I get the banter. But there's been some classlessness. And Norden even told our boys the other night to shut up, and I'm totally okay with that as a dad and as a baseball fan. You can banter, but when you get to be some of the comments being disrespectful, that's where I'll draw the line. But nonetheless, Coach Norden handled it, and the players were cheering on our players. They can be loud and be overly excited about a play, but we never directed anything personally toward anybody. But nonetheless, leadoff Wade Bowen
Yeah, I'm not sure what that conversation was about. I didn't see anything specific that he would.
It started last inning as Bowen pops set up to the right field side. Tuck's going to camp underneath that for an easy out number 1 here in the top of the 5th.
Number 4, Tyler Wilson.
Tyler Wilson, the shortstop, next up for the Foxes.
I think another good at bat for Mason right there in the quick out.
Yeah, 2 pitch. I mean, like I said, his last 2 out of the last 4 innings have been great.
Good pitch. Start him off.
Ooh,
Oh,
it started
wow.
off middle. I didn't think it got off the inside corner.
I
But
don't either. I think he got him inside there. It was a good pitch.
Wilson backs off the chalk a little bit. Not sure where that one missed either.
Is it up?
But it looked like it was right across his belt. There we go. 2 balls, 1 strike on Wilson.
3 good pitches. You know, even if they're a hair off.
Sure, they could go either way.
It's another one right there, and he got it. Maybe those were up right there because that ball was down.
Yeah.
In the same spot, and he called that one. So maybe those were up a little bit. We can't tell it from here.
2-2 pitch on the way. He fouls that one sharply to the left side off of the padded wall back into play. Count remains 2-2. Be a good opportunity right here for Mason Irwin to get a strikeout. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss,
Yes,
and he does. That's big because he went 4 for 4 for us against us last time and put a home run over the left center fence.
Number 8, Alan McIntosh.
Well, if you're looking at Mason Day say anything, that kid's one of the most respectful kids I've ever seen. I'm not thinking he said anything. Now, I don't know what has been heard because Mason Day looked up like, oh, not me. So we've got both umpires having a discussion here on the first base line with McIntosh in the box for the Foxes. He grounded out
I'm
to
not
second.
sure. I mean, we got these earphones on up here, and we can't hear as well what's going down there on the field.
Now, what I'm thinking,
here.
hold on, what I'm thinking, I did see Wilson look back. I'm not sure if he may have said something to maybe Irwin or did he say something to Venegas. That is what, well, he's got his book out to write something. So
there's an action being taken here.
You very well could either have a warning or a possible ejection. I'm not sure, but that umpire has his little black book, and I don't think that's his gambling.
No, I think
bets.
you've got. I've never seen a warning written down like that. I'd be surprised. I'm not sure exactly what went on, but it's got to be towards the batter, given that they only had a conversation with the Caddo coach right there. So
Correct.
There was some sort of an issue as he walked off the field.
That's
right
what I'm
there,
thinking.
And something that was said.
But nonetheless, McIntosh in the box takes
Man.
that breaking pitch, looking for strike one. With 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 5th. A 1 pitch, swing and a miss.
Comes back to the fastball in the middle.
Mason Irwin sitting in his groove right now, young man. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss.
Got him.
Quick strike 3 as Venegas holds onto the ball. Umpire calls him out. So after 4.5, 3 up, 3 down.
Another great quick inning right there.
Great job by Mason Irwin as he leaves the bases empty. No hits, no runs. Foxes lead 2-0. We'll be back here in just a moment. Stay tuned. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Just to kind of give you guys an update, we were talking that last inning. There was the umpire discussion. Not sure what had happened. Wilson was at bat. He did strike out. The frustration was obviously there, walking back towards the Caddo side. Did turn around. Not sure what was said, who it was said to. It was in an earshot of an umpire, and we have just noticed that he is not going out at shortstop. Number 8, McIntosh, has moved over to that position, and number 14, we got a name on him?
Yeah, Tanner Petty.
He is now at third base. So
yep, Tanner Petty goes to third.
Sorry, Jahir, I don't have your walk-up song. My fault. Trying to keep the
other things we were worried about
yes,
here.
Yes, sir. Trying to keep the here, I'll give him a few seconds.
Leaves it inside right there. Checks that. Checks down to first. No swing.
Yeah, I think he was pointing to check. So, yeah, that's what I got was ball 1. Now, that ball looked like it was on the ground. Cantu did a good job bringing that up in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike to Venegas. Breaking pitch up and away, yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike. Venegas had that first pitch of the bottom of the first swinging through the third base side. See if he can do it again. See, that's the same pitch just a moment ago that was strike 1.
Called, yeah. He
wasn't able to right pull down the middle. Yep. He, there's an expression. You catch thumb up.
Yep.
So you start with your glove down. You don't go down to the ball and bring it up. Brady Gray was one of the best at doing that. That fastball's fouled straight back to the net, brings a count full. But you catch thumb. I mean, your hands you're in the zone and you go down to catch, and you try to bring it back up. I mean, you're not going to get that call a lot. So that's why they teach you don't want to teach thumb up. Fastball's fouled back over the top of the press box. Count remains full. Three balls, 2 strikes on Venegas. Barrow set. Here is the payoff pitch. As he fouls that one past the first base dugout into the bullpen. Fighting off some pitches there. You know, you talk about as a batter to go and do a job, you sacrifice bunt, you sacrifice fly. You know, you hit behind the runners to right field. Doing a job also as a batter is getting that pitch count up. You're fighting off pitches. I mean, I've seen some 8, 9, 10. I think Brady Gray last year had a 13, 14 pitch at bat. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was 2 innings worth of pitches just a moment ago for Mason. And just like that.
And when you do it, you get an at bat like that where you get that many pitches and then you get your walk, right? So that does nothing for him right there.
Jahir was walking down the line, and you can't be a part of that. Walks, jogging down the line. Yeah. It's just you can't. Sorry, Mason, I forgot you're fishing in the dark. I'm sitting here talking baseball. I got a lot of things going on here. So I'm not. Mike knows it. He said he was going to sing it if I missed one.
Yeah.
You going to sing the Bone Thugs?
No.
Okay.
No, but I do know fishing in the dark.
I do know fishing in the dark. I just looked up. He was in the box. Fastball catches the outside corner. 0-1 to Irwin. Definitely a change from what you and I have seen the last 2 games. This is scrappy baseball tonight. Mm-hmm. Some good plays on both sides. Quick throw over to first gets Venegas back to the bag safely as they try to get him leaning. Venegas is one to get a decent lead there.
He'll stretch it out. Yeah. On the right-handed pitcher, he's going to stretch it out and make him throw over. Yeah.
Because like we said earlier, I mean, at this point, this thing caroms down this wall. He's going to 3, standing up, no problem. Call time, Mason.
We're getting the same thing we had before.
I'm not. Did he?
He called time, but he didn't get it.
I don't think
he didn't get it. He didn't give it to him. Yeah, I don't think he got the time. I think that's a ball. We need to get the ruling on whether or not that was a pitch.
Yeah, I'm not
pitch
sure
or a timeout call.
If we can find out if that was a pitch. I've got 0-1. I mean, he did not call time. He didn't say no pitch. So, and I think the coach, okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate. If that's my guy out there, I'm going to tell him, hey, I get the banter, but this is too close of a game to 6-0 all day long, 2-0 like this, because a couple good hits and we're right back in this game. And I know that they're wanting to sweep us.
Yep.
So but it's getting his sink off.
Yeah. He's getting mentally involved in this, and he's playing this game with Mace. He's pitching on our side.
Yeah. It's a pitcher's duel here. I mean, you can look. Tonight's game has been a pitcher duel. Just a few hits by either team. Hard hit grounder over to second is going to go to. He's going to be out at second.
Mace is going to run it out at first base.
Mason's safe at first on the fielder's choice double play attempt. Oh, he called him out?
Hold on a second. What happened right there?
Unless they called interference.
They had to have called interference because Mace is clearly safe at first base on the head first slide, not even close.
Well,
that's got to be an interference call there
interference.
On Venegas going into second base.
My mother's in the stands tonight, and I'm sure that she's grateful I have headphones on and I am talking to the public. Break a pitch in there for strike one to Sebastian.
That's a tough one right there. I'd like to understand that a little bit better. It's a hard part about being up here is you're not on the field and you don't get the feedback as to exactly what's going on. It's got to be a interference call going into second base.
Swing and a miss, fastball right by Sebastian. Falls behind quickly, 0-2. 2 outs.
I didn't see a clear interference.
I thought Venegas went in sliding.
I think he did go in sliding, but I didn't see. I wasn't watching that close as to how he was sliding in, or if he was sliding into the bag or off the bag.
I do know that they're, obviously with the major rule that's changed, they do pay attention a little bit more to that, even though it's not quote unquote a rule in UIL in regards. But I mean, you do. I think we were always taught, you slide to break up the play, not to do any damage, to inflict pain, but at the same time, if you want to slide outside the bag,
you slide to make an adjustment.
And I think if you're within a hand's reach of the bag, I think that's a fair slide. No, absolutely not, young man. That ball was 10, 12 inches outside. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cantu going to call a quick time out there and go talk to Barrow as he kind of chirped back with the Farmersville fence side. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Sebastian stays on it. Yeah, hangs in there and fouls that one straight back. Remains 2-2. Barrow set with that long pause. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Cantu outside.
Got him swinging.
Swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down. After 5 complete, Foxes still lead 2-0. We'll be back here in just a moment. We are back here in the top half of the 6th as the Foxes still lead 2-0 against your Farmers. Number 6, Ponton, hit by a pitch his last time up. Takes first pitch looking inside. Strike 1. Inside. Everybody's screaming, wear it. Evens count 1 ball, 1 strike. Mason Irwin's already set. Looks like the rifleman standing out there at the OK Corral. Hits it.
The rifleman wasn't at the OK Corral.
I know, man, but just something, I don't know. Wherever they stood out there at gunfights, it looked like he was out there in a gunfight.
Trying to be picky, man. I'm just telling you. You got to know your gunfights.
Well, it's my fault. Hit over to first base. Mason Day's just going to keep it himself.
Yep, he's got that.
They get the out. For out number 1. I see a couple dads working their way this way from the farmer side, because sometimes, like I said, I'm good with the banter. But when you start getting personal, telling me to meet me on the football field, again, the mic's out here. I know that they can hear it. I think we've got Coach Quinlan there just keeping an extra eye on it. Same thing they had to do with admin the other night when Caddo boys are being a little disrespectful on some of the stuff they were saying. Chopper over to short. Graves scoops. Flings that one over into the dugout.
Hold him 1 second. Yep, he's going to get all the way to second base right there. 1 out. That's a tough one. Running in on a short hopper right there. Has to do an off-balance throw. Just not able to make the accurate throw. Gets a little bit high for Mason Day to be able to make that play, and throws it to the fence over there.
Next up, Mulkey, number 9 for the Foxes. On that thrown error by Graves. Moves Barrow up to second base with 1 out. Not sure where that fastball missed. That's been there all night for both sides. 1 ball, no strike. Here's a pitch. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. Looking, evens account 1 ball, 1 strike on Mulkey. Fastball kind of had him off his feet there for a second. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. That's a called play there. If Pack's in a little better position, he might have an opportunity to get Barrow, who had a pretty decent lead there at second, as he's creeping back out there.
Time called by the batter.
See how number 14 didn't throw it behind the batter?
Yeah, didn't throw it up around his head.
Yeah. Get back in your groove there, Mason. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Irwin has his sign and comes set. Takes a quick check to second. And foul tip into the glove for strike 3.
Good job by Carlo right there, hanging on to that foul tip.
Next up, number 19, Luke Westmoreland.
Yeah, Carlo's done a pretty good job. He's a young guy, little guy back there behind the plate.
The infamous Brady Gray, who's playing at ACU this year.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard follow right there, but he's done a really good job. Does a great job blocking balls, and just a real smart player right there.
Yeah. Break a pitch in there, looking, called strike 1. 2 outs. Be a great job here for the Farmers behind Irwin to leave Barrow stranded at second off the air and kind of take that off the board. 0-1 with a quick look to second. Here's the pitch.
There's a little
ground ball hit to
make-up
Graves.
opportunity right here. Got
nice
it.
and smooth. We'll do that. That error did not hurt. So after 5.5, Foxes still lead 2-0. Got to get the bats rolling for the Farmer. We'll be back here in just a moment. Stay tuned. We are back. Leading off here in the bottom half of the 6th is Carlo Vanega.
Number 13, the catcher, Carlo Venegas.
I can't even read the words to this song, much less sing it.
Well, I appreciate you not trying to sing it.
I'm sure everybody at home tuning in has the same feeling.
Yeah, thank you for not trying.
Yeah. Venegas, Graves, and Fagan up in order for the Farmers tonight. Barrow set to deliver. Ooh.
That'll be a leadoff runner.
Catches that one in the back of Venegas for leadoff runner for the Farmers. Next up, number 7, Paxton Graves. Courtesy runner number 5, McAbee's going to come in for Venegas.
Yeah, Maccabee definitely has good speed on the bases. Thrown out, trying to steal earlier this game. So we'll see if they try to take advantage of that again.
Breaking pitch misses up and out for ball 1 to Graves. No pitch. Graves did get time granted by the umpire. I know my kid. He's not going to stand up there for 37 seconds in between pitches. He'll call the time. He'll get you out of your rhythm. I mean,
Barrow's chirping at the Farmer dugout over here.
1-0 pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes quickly to Graves. Fagan on deck for the Farmers. Again, Maccabee in for the courtesy running spot for Venegas. Fastball inside corner. Strike 1 on Graves. 2 balls, 1 strike. Barrow set. Here's a 2-1 pitch.
Way outside.
Barrow slips there on the turf. That ball falls well outside. Like you said, Mike, 3 balls, 1 strike. What we call the old hitter's count. Would like to see that happen. 3-1 pitch on its way.
Inside.
In the dirt. Back-to-back walks for Barrow.
Got some good speed on the bases right now. Good opportunity, and Caddo coach going to come out and have a little
And we are back here in the remaining bottom half of the 6th. Pitching change by the Caddo coach.
Yep, Barrow leaves the game 88 pitches, six strikeouts and 4 walks. 7 strikeouts and 4 walks, I think. Farmers with base runners on right here, looking to do some damage. No outs here.
Yeah, back-to-back walks by Barrow to finish up his night. Puts Maccabee at second, courtesy running for Venegas, and Graves there at first. Puts Chase Fagan in the box.
Little move, nothing doing there.
Mulkey has come into relief pitch for the Foxes. No outs. No balls, no strikes. Fagan has yet to see a pitch yet as he stepped off to second. That ball
well inside.
Well inside, and good scoop by Cantu because that one was going to the backstop. Opportunity here for the Farmers. Need to see one of those gap doubles by Fagan here. He skies that one to third base side. Infield fly. He's going to be out for the first out.
Just on top of that, you mentioned it, Jace has done a good job this season. He's been fairly consistent as far as being able to put the bat on the ball and get some good hits, those extra base hits, just not able to get one right there.
Mason Day up next for the Farmers as Fagan pops up to third base. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Mulkey still getting his pitch from Cantu. Finally comes set. First pitch inside, just like to Fagan. Ball 1.
Nobody holding on second out there.
Big swing and a miss by Day. Struck out his last time up this evening. 1 ball, 1 strike. Evens the count.
Well, there's nobody holding on second. I know it's a tough spot to try to move, but you got speed on second, and there's an opportunity there.
That breaking pitch misses outside. Cantu thought it might have been a strike. He held it there a little bit longer. 2 balls, 1 strike on Day. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Low fastball, swing and a miss. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mulkey with a quick step off there. Shakes off a couple signs from Cantu. Gets something that he likes and delivers. Ball in the dirt, full count. Just a completely different game of baseball tonight from the last few outings that we've seen. I don't mind a loss, Mike. I just want a hard-fought one. Full count pitch. Ooh, inside. That was ball 4, and he checked it over to the first base dugout area.
He knew it. He knew it, but at least he got the bat on right there, and he lives to fight again right here. Yeah, the ball has not been hit around today.
Other than, I mean, they've got a handful of hits, but I mean, nothing. We haven't seen gappers. We haven't seen the big game-changing hits. Swing and a miss. Inside fastball. 2 outs. Brings up number 22, left fielder Garrett McNeese.
He got it in him. He's got it in him.
Oh, I'd love to see an opportunity right here. Ooh, that was kind of a delayed call. I thought he was just going to hang it there, but that – oh, excuse me. Fastball low looking to McNeese for strike 1. McNeese definitely with a guy with power if he makes contact. Has an opportunity with 1 swing to put the Farmers in the lead. But that big hack right there. He falls behind quickly, 0-2. Graves at first, Maccabee on second after back-to-back walks from Barrow as he finished up this evening.
Set up outside, hit a spot.
Well outside. He did hit his spot.
Off the plate.
That spot was specifically designed that way. It was specifically wanting McNeese to chase it and have no opportunity of a quality hit. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mulkey swinging his arm a little bit out there, trying to get the rhythm off. As a pitcher, I'm the one with the rhythm. I like the rhythm. He gets
and
hit
there's
again.
another base runner.
And he caught that one in the back of the thigh right there, right at the knee. And I know that one stung. It's going to bring up Cade Ellis.
He got some meat on that thigh.
He does, but, I mean, he didn't throw it soft.
No, he didn't. Not by any means. He got him pretty good. Now we need big number 9 right here to come through. We got 2 outs and bases loaded, and here's where we have struggled this
all year,
season
man.
so far.
I don't want to go look at the – so I think we're going to see a pinch runner. Going to be Jackson Hornbuckle coming in for McNeese as a pinch, being that we're in the bottom half of the 6th.
Yeah, we have struggled, especially when we got into district, but struggled in getting runs home in big situations when we have guys on base. And you haven't been able to get those big clutch hits.
Yeah.
And really struggled there. Situational hitting they've hit well, but have struggled with situational hitting. They need one right here.
And Mike, it doesn't have to be a one hopper to the wall.
No,
I'm telling you, with Graves' speed at second, you poke one right over the top of second baseman. I mean, and
you've got gaps.
There's going to be a play at home, I'm for sure. But you don't need anything monstrous.
Good eye right there for Cade Ellis.
Pitch falls outside, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. But yeah, we just got to put it in place somewhere. You can't shake the glove like that when you're set. Neither one of them caught that. Because he was set and then shook his glove considerably. It's a good pitch.
Strike 2 right there
across his belt. I mean, that's what you look for. Like I said, in this kind of situation, you don't want to give the opportunity to the umpire. Don't leave it up to the umpire. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 2 outs. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Up high, brings the count full.
Payoff right here.
Runners will be moving on the pitch, yeah. Opportunity right here for the Farmers. Payoff pitch.
Got him.
Swing and a miss. Out number 3, 3 runners stranded. No hits, no runs, 3 left on. We'll be back here in just a moment for the 7th. Stay tuned. We are back. That was a quick inning exchange. We are going to see Mason Day come in and close relief. Oh, excuse me. No.
Irvin's back.
Mason Day just had to be standing on the mound and was getting the ball, and I thought, hey, he's going to switch him out, but I stand corrected. Caesar Cantu leading off here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, Irwin after that second inning has really been just lights out. And
sure, look at it.
Keeping his pitch count down, doing a great job.
First pitch skies that one to the left side. Ellis in foul territory. Can't make the play. Cannot have those and want to win this type of close ball game. Unfortunate for Mason Irwin there as he divvied up an inside pitch. Cantu turned on it, skied it right to the coach's box on the third base side. Oh, 1 pitch.
Good job coming back right there and attacking him.
Strike 2 brings the count 0-2.
Great job. He does a great job with that backdoor breaking ball.
He does.
On a right-handed batter. That's a tough one to hit. Comes right back in on him, on his hands.
A little chopper.
Should get the out
Mason
right
to Mason
there.
for out number 1.
Yep. A couple extra pitches he didn't want to throw right there, but good job staying with that batter and hanging in, getting that done. That was a great pitched at bat.
DH in the box for the Foxes. Evan English after the ground out by Cantu. Ooh, off the glove. Sebastian could have a play, and he
does.
He got him.
He got him. You know, that's one of those. Mason almost gets that on the mound. The fact that he didn't, sometimes that hurts.
Is a blessing.
Sometimes that hurts because it'll throw off an infielder coming to field a play. But I think that was a great job right there. He deflected it just enough where Sebastian could get up and make that play. He does a great job attacking that ball and a good off-balance
Well, and that
throw.
showed Sebastian already coming in on the ball. So
Yep.
Back to the top of the lineup, number 3, Bowen for the Foxes. He popped out to right field. His last time up, fastball misses in the left-handed batter's box for ball 1. That backdoor catch is the outside corner. Evens count 1 ball, 1 strike. I do have to say the home plate umpire has been pretty consistent both ways tonight. There's been, a few that we could go back either way. But I will say he's given him that all night long.
Yeah, from what we can see, right to left, we see the plate. We can't see the elevation, like I said earlier.
So to say.
But right to left, he's been pretty consistent both ways all night. Yeah, pretty good umpire.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Leaves it elevated. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That pitch trying to get Bowen to chase there. But being as small as he is, that's well upstairs. 2-2 pitch on the way. Hard line shot foul to the left field side.
Good job on the inside pitch right there, forcing him to hit the ball that way.
And for him to get ahead, that far ahead of Irwin's pitches, he's mid-upper 80s.
Yep.
87, 88. Kudos to him. Ball outside. Full count on Bowen. Three balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him for strike 3. And the Farmers are down to their last offensive opportunity as we are going into the bottom of the 7th. Guys, stay tuned. This one's close. Foxes lead 2-0. We'll be right back. And we are back here in the bottom of the 7th. Back to the top of the lineup for your Farmers, number 15, Jahir Venegas.
Number 15, center fielder, Jahir Venegas.
1, 2, 3 in order for the Farmers, due up here in the bottom of the 7th.
Hey, it's what you ask for right here in this situation. You've got top of the lineup. Need to get a couple of these guys on base, give them opportunity.
Can't bring it in like that. Ball 1. Big swing and a miss. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on Venegas. Mulkey Sad delivers. Breaking pitch in there for strike 2.
Yeah, good pitch right there.
Great pitch. Pumping it up out there. 1-2 delivery. Jahir fouls that one out to the right side into the parking lot. Remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mulkey set to deliver. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Inside, almost on the kneecaps of Venegas. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Completely different game tonight, folks. I know we haven't. This is the first one we've live streamed, but I hadn't missed a game yet this year. I've got a senior, so it's kind of on our list. Great breaking pitch, Mulkey. I'll give it to you, kid. Way to fight back and throw that in there. Out number 1.
Number 14, the pitcher, Mason Irwin.
Yep, down to 2 outs right here.
Last 2 outs for the Farmers brings up number 14, our pitcher, who's been lights out, Mason Irwin. Mason kind of been in a funk here recently, offensive-wise. And I'm sure he'll be the first to tell you. Oh, he called that one strike. I thought that looked a little low. Well, he's actually set up where an umpire is supposed to be set up, right behind the catcher. So I can't see a lot of the catcher's movements. But that pitch was up and out. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on Irwin. Mulkey set to deliver the 1-1 pitch. Starts middle, breaks in on the breaking pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike on Irwin. Sebastian Redwine on deck. Fastball swing and a miss. Fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Mulkey. Irwin flares that one to the left side. McIntosh makes that play in foul territory. 2 outs. It's going to bring up number 4, Sebastian Redwine. I'm going to leave his walk-up song off. It's almost like if we're not in the lead, I don't want to play the funny ones. Farmers down to their last out. Fastball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes to Redwine.
Yep, need a base runner right here. Do what you can. Get on base.
Exactly. Big swing and a miss. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball fouled straight back to the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here for the Farmers as they're down to their last strike. One-two pitch on its way. Gets him to swing for out number 3, and that is the game, folks. Foxes hold on to win 2-0. I'll take a classless loss any day. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will send out links for our next home game. And doesn't look like they're probably going to shake hands tonight, as there's been some stuff in between the teams. Norton's going to take his team out to left field. But we appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. And as always, go Farmers.